Hi friends, we are going to continue logarithms with the properties of logarithms. So we're going to do some notes and some practice today. So the first property we're going to talk about is the product rule. So the product rule says if you have log base b of m times n, that's equal to the log base b of m plus the log base b of n. So multiplication goes with addition. So here I have the natural log of 7x. So the natural log of 7 times x is my first example. Well, we just said that multiplication goes with addition. So this is the natural log of 7 plus the natural log of x. Multiplication goes with addition. So you're going to do those two practice problems and submit those when you submit your work later. The next property is the quotient rule. So log base b of m over n. Well, division goes with subtraction. Log base b of m minus log base b of n. So I have here the example, log of x over 2. So that's the log of x. Division goes with subtraction, so minus the log of 2. We're expanding, right? I'm writing this as the sum or difference. You'll see the word expand in your directions. Okay, next rule is the power rule. The power rule says when you have an exponent, the exponent is going to go in front. So here I have the natural log of x squared. So that exponent goes in front. So that's just 2 natural log of x. Remember the base on a natural log is e. Log base 5 of the fourth root of x is example 2. Well, the note I gave you, the clue was the power over the root. So let's rewrite this. Log base 5 of x. What's the exponent on the x right now? What's the power? A 1. What's the root? A 4. So that means this x is going to get to the 1/4 power. Well, if I'm rewriting this, where does that 1/4 go? The exponent goes in the front. So it's 1/4 log base 5 of x. 1/4 log base 5 of x. All right, you'll do those try problems next. Then I want to condense. So instead of expanding, I want to write this as a single log. Single, so I'm only going to write the word log once. Now there's a typo on here. I want this to be a base of 4. So let's fix that typo first. I'll fix it when I post it. But let's make that a 4. So I want to write this as a single log. So this is log base 4. Addition goes with multiplication. So this is 2 times 32. Well, log base 4. 2 times 32 is 64. So that's log base 4 of 64 if I'm rewriting it. Okay, next part. So I have log of 2 plus log of x minus the log of x plus 7. So let's deal with this part here first. Go back to my purple. Okay, so addition goes with multiplication. So that's the log of 2x minus the log of x plus 7. Well, I need it as a single log, so I'm not going to stop until I write the word log only once. So even though I started to condense things, I can't be done yet because I still have log twice. Well, subtraction goes with division. 2x is on the top because it's first, and x plus 7 is on the bottom. See it? So you're going to do those try problems, and we're rewriting them. We condense them when they have the same base. So I fixed that. Make sure that this here has the same base there. Okay, so to expand a logarithmic expression, you should have. So to expand a logarithmic expression, you should have written the word log as many times as the number of parts that you have. You are writing the word log several times when you are expanding. You're going to have written the word log as many times as the number of parts that you have. To condense and write it as a single log, how many times would you write the word log? If it's a single log, you will write it once. So to condense and write a logarithmic expression as a single logarithm, you should have written the word log only once. Single logarithm, write a single logarithm. Don't stop until you have only written it once. Okay, so now you're going to do the more practice section. But I want you to add this to the bottom. So this will be at the bottom of your paper. Change of base. Log base 2 of 27. Problem B, log base 3 of 75. Problem C, log base 5 of 75. So when you go to put this in your standard calculator, a scientific calculator, it won't always be a spot to have a base other than your common log, which is a base of 10. So if you just put in log of 27 means it's a log with a base of 10 of 27, not a base of 2 like problem A says. So there's this option or this property called the change of base. And what it allows you to do is rewrite this as the common log of 27, which I can now put in my calculator, over the log of 2. So I have changed the base from a 2 to a 10, because common log has a base of 10. I have changed the base. That's where it comes from. And now you can put this in your calculator. Log of 27 divided by the log of 2. If you're putting it in your calculator, you would want to put the log of 27 divided by the log of 2 and make sure you put them in parentheses so that the calculator knows you want to take the log of 2. It knows you want to take the log of 27. It's just a cleaner formatting, and then it gives you less room for error if you put it in like that. Problem B, I want to change the base. So I'm changing the base from a 3 to a 10. So it's log of 75 over the log of 3. The way I remember is what's higher in your problem. 75 is on the line. The 3 is that base. It's a little lower. So the 3 goes lower to the denominator. So let's look at problem C. How am I going to rewrite it? What am I going to rewrite it as if I use change of base? So that's the log of 75 over the log of 5. Sometimes I won't ask you for the actual answer. I will just ask you to write out the change of base so that I can see that you know how to change the base. So it's important to know that this means the same thing as the log of 75 over the log of 5. Okay, so your next step is to do the practice and the try problems, and then you'll be uploading this as your credit. And then on Friday, we'll do some practice, and Monday will be your assessment on rewriting it, which is what we did the other day, and now this, the properties. Okay, so make sure you are emailing if you have questions. Expanding, again, the expanding is you're writing the word log as many times as there are parts. And then to condense, you need to write it as a single logarithm. Single is the key word there. Okay, friends, make sure you're emailing or sending reminds if you have any questions. Miss you.